Kirby Smart has built a powerhouse program, more national championships than losses in the playoff. He erased a 17-point deficit in a classic Rose Bowl game against Oklahoma, and then that huge 65-7 win to win the national championship against TCU. A lot of great success for Kirby Smart and the Dogs, and we're happy to have the head coach of Georgia join us right now. Kirby, the primary storyline surrounding Georgia since really the halftime of the Texas game, the status of Carson Beck. There have been a lot of reports out that he's not going to be able to play in the playoff. What is the status of Carson Beck?
Well, he and his family, he's been out in Jacksonville with kind of his team and staff and really group of people and his family trying to pursue the best options to go forward. But we've talked to him, we've communicated with him, and we're hoping for the best.
Coach Smart, I'm sorry these people are booing the hell out of you from up here.
I'm used to it.
Jeez.
That's all he gets.
Now, obviously, Coach, you get the winner of this particular matchup. How will you be watching the game? Is it like a film study, or are you just taking it in like a casual? How do you view tonight, and how much research have you already done?
We spent most of this week, we spent a couple days on each team. That was very unique for us because we've never had two teams to work on. So we did work on each team, and we'll have a lot of recruits in town tonight, and we'll get to watch the game with some prospects and some of our young mid-years that are in town. So I'll be watching in enjoyment.
Well, Kirby, I wanted to know, since this is the first time that you never know who's going to play in the playoffs, all the teams that got byes. So how has the preparation gone with the practices that you've had to this point with your team, not knowing exactly who you're going to play?
Yeah, it's been really unique, Coach. It's been an adventure because our offensive and defensive staff and special teams had to break down both teams, not to mention deal with the portal and portal visitors and guys going in the portal and guys coming out of the portal. I talked to several coaches that are playing today and tomorrow, and it has been a nightmare for them because they've had to prep for this early game while also trying to maintain their roster for next year. But we took Notre Dame and Notre Dame and Indiana, and we worked on both those teams. And we worked a day on each. And I'll be honest with you, I'm looking forward to this matchup because both teams are very different.
I don't know how much you've seen of Purdue, but if it were Purdue, you wouldn't have to practice.
Indiana just beat Purdue 66-0 in the battle for the barrel.
That's the problem. I watched that game and I said, "Oh my gosh, they're all in the same state and they're dominating."
Indiana is a great state for football, Coach, as is Georgia, as you know. Speaking of your state, they were just chanting, "We want Georgia." That's what they were just chanting, okay? Yeah.
Well, they got to worry about their first game first, and that's for sure. And then we got to worry about ourselves. That's the primary thing we got to do because we got to get better ourselves. And we've been working really hard here. Our kids have had a great attitude about practice, and I've been excited about it.
Hey, Kirby, you just talked a little bit about Carson. How about Gunnar Stockton? All those of us that have just seen him was in the SEC championship when he really came in, sparked you guys, played tremendously. Can you give us a little bit more other than what we saw in that second half against Texas?
Yeah, he's been a great competitor. We've had some really spirited practices, and it's good to see him get reps and grow as a player. Been really enjoyable to watch him grow and go against that one defense of ours. So it's been awesome for him.
Hey, Coach, every time we're in Athens, you have your son. He's running around there having fun with his little handsome self. What's on his Christmas list for next week?
Yeah, let's make sure we get that right.
Yeah, I think he has a ball from every team we played this year. I don't even know how he gets it. I told him you're going to get caught stealing those balls, but Lane told me at Ole Miss that he caught him getting 2 footballs, and then he's trying to sell them to his buddies. So I think he's going to be a good businessman.
Little kleptomaniac's a hustler. I love everything about it. I love everything
That's
about
right.
it.
He's a lot
they were
like
chanting.
you, Pat. He's a lot like you.
Rascal. He's a rascal.
Kirby, they were chanting they want Georgia. I'm not sure they do. Winless all time against the Bulldogs. 0-3. I'm not sure they want any of it.
Pipe down, pipe
Stir it up.
Hey, Kirby,
Stir it up.
Thanks a lot. Congratulations.
Stir it up.
Congratulations
That's
on the big
Reese.
season. Wish the best for Carson and for Gunner, whatever you do at quarterback the rest of the way.
Congrats, champ.
Kirby Smart.